So, hello everyone. I am Debashish from Revsportz. We have witnessed the first ever auction at the Bengal Pro T20 League, and with me is Adamas Howrah Warriors head coach Saurasish Lahiri. Saurasish, let me first begin with means how do you see the auction? Obviously, for the past two seasons we had witnessed draft system, but this was the first time that we witnessed an auction.
Of course, the dynamics of an auction is absolutely different because when we went for the draft, it was like it was a lucky draw that this is we got to know this is the time that we have to pick a player, and the player has some certain price limit, and if you pick the player, you have to pay that player that price and get the player that player is to be yours. But as you know, this auction is absolutely different. You cannot exactly prepare for of course you have your bucket list, but that is not guaranteed that you will get the players to your price, because in auction in 51 lakhs you have to fill your 17 players. So if you go high on a player, certain player, but suddenly you feel or your money man say, guys, like we are short of money. So that's the time you need to balance. So auction is very exciting, and we witnessed it, and it was very good actually. I must say.
As a head coach, are you happy with the picks, with the buys from the auction?
See, Mama, uh, uh, there is no limit to happiness. To be very honest, whenever as a human being, whenever you have some, you will ask for more. But of course, the players we got through this auction, I must say I'm really happy, because we've been able to hold some players who were there with us last year, and we tried to uh, we were really focusing on the combination that we want. So we have gone for that, and we have almost tried to tick those boxes which we have created for the team to build.
Someone like a Kanishk or a Shakir Habib Gandhi or a Ritik Chatterjee going for 8.2 lakhs means. But just tell me one thing means why didn't you go after someone like a Mohammad Shami or a Mukesh Kumar Akashdeep? We know that he is still undergoing his rehab at the Center of Excellence, so he won't be available for the Bengal Pro T20 League at least for the upcoming season. But when it comes to the fast bowling department, someone like a Yudhajit Guha, he's a very promising fast bowler.
Yeah, actually, he was a part of the under 19 Indian squad a couple of years back, and I still remember the first year of BPL. He was also a part of Saurasish Lahiri strikers, where he has done well. That time he was under 19 cricketer, but after that he has emerged and as a very potential. He has emerged as a very exciting talent in Bengal. So we are glad to have him on board, and of course we are happy with the bowling squad we have, particularly the fast bowlers.
Can you just elaborate on a bit on the bowling group? Means
Yeah, of course we got 4 to 5 bowling options. Like we have been able to. We use our uh, what can I say, our money very cleverly. So like we got Kanishk, we used our RTM to get him. Then we got Saksham Sharma, who was our men bowlers, these two. Then we got Yudhajit Guha also with us, and also we got a new fast bowler called Sonu Himanshu, and also we got an all rounder called Pawan. So of course we got the combinations as we wanted, and but it's all it's in the end how they have done well, how they're going to do in the ground, that is most important. So looking forward to it.
coming back to the batting front, obviously you have played Kaji Junaid Saifi. He has showcased his potentiality in the last few seasons. Happy with the batting group?
Yeah, as I said, we're always focused on the combination that we wanted to build, and we have got certain number of batters in our mind. Okay, we need to fill this number of batters, and these are the areas where we can put them. I mean, in terms of batting order, we have got some certain roles in our mind that the players we wanted in the auction, that how we figure them in our team. So definitely we got the batters that we wanted.
As defending champions, Saurasish, let me ask you: means will there be pressure on the team, or rather you as a coach, to repeat the performances that you achieved last season?
See, when you're in a professional field, Mama, no matter wherever you are always expected to. There will be pressure. There is nothing in life. There's no free lunch in this world. So even the moment you stepped into your house, even outside your house, there is pressure. So you cannot expect things will happen without pressure. Of course, there will be pressure, but last year also there is pressure. So, but we handled it pretty well. And a crunch moment, our bowlers, our batters delivered, and we also kept our nerve and kept our calm. So of course there will be pressure, but we are happy that we'll go into the tournament as a defending champion. That is a very what can I say? That's a very proud moment for us, and we'll try to cherish that happiness and exil and to express ourselves with that expectation and without taking much pressure.
With you being a coach now, means obviously you are also associated with the Bengal teams, and now as a coach of the Adamas Howrah Warriors. And also recently you were at the Center of Excellence as well as emerging talents coach. So talk us about your role as a coach. Means I mean, obviously you have also applied for the Bengal coach as well.
Yeah, Mama. Always as a coach, coaches' journeys are always tough. To be very honest, it's not bed of roses. There is challenge in every step that you take. But I have taken this profession by choice, so I'm very happy the way things are panning out at the moment. Of course, there is highs, there is lows. I'm also learning how to deal with all the situations, but I'm enjoying. And I always believe as long as you are enjoying the work that you do, you're always got a scope to improvement and always got a scope to learn. So I have always kept myself open to learn. Because I'm God is kind with all your blessings. I'm getting the opportunity to work in the best of the places where I got shoulder to shoulder with the best in the business, and I'm trying to learn a lot from them, which I try to uh, implement in my work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it not. But I always try to, whether I win or lose, next day is always a fresh start. So I always try to start from zero and build on from there.
Saurasish, let me just ask you something away from the topic. Talking about this state-sponsored T20 leagues, we know means how successful it has been. When you talk about a Karnataka Premier League or a Uttar Pradesh Premier League, even for that matter, other state leagues. But obviously, in recent times, we have seen BCCI acting strongly on certain characters because there are so many talented youngsters who will be part of this Bengal Pro T20 League. Do you think that it is high time that CAB educates the players so that they are not um, influenced by characters who we don't know?
One thing you can see, Debashi, this franchisee leagues, the state franchisee leagues, you can take this as a rehearsal for the players' acceleration to the IPL. So because all the IPL spotters and the people are watching it, and the players who have done well, they get an opportunity to either play for IPL or get an opportunity to at least give themselves a trial there. So this is the perfect time to get them educated, as you rightly said, and also it's the onus is on the players that they have to have the mind to learn, because there is a tournament which will be nationally televised. There will be lots of good people are there, and there will be some negatives are also there. But it's always important for a growing cricketer to know and to educate themselves which one to take and which one to avoid. And if as coaches, as state associations, we all come together to learn these youngsters to how to deal with the situation, to know how to deal with the situation, how to cope up with the challenges they're going to face. I'm sure once they have done well in this league and they have gone to the next one, they will be much more prepared and much more educated.
Yeah, also talking about the owners as well, we have seen in the IPL also that there are several owners who have violated the rules laid down by the BCCI or the IPL. So, but talking about the Bengal Pro T20 leagues, means These are soft targets. Saurasish, even you have to accept the fact that these state-sponsored pro T20 leagues are soft targets because the players can easily be approached and they can be easily influenced.
Of course, there is always there is loopholes, but if you play the game with the right spirit, and if you have the mindset to conduct yourself well during the tournament period, and have the determination that your only focus is to play cricket and to make your team win or get a name for yourself. I don't think the distractions can really disturb a player. So as I said in the beginning, it depends upon the individual. So there is always loopholes. I say if you want to breach the code of conduct, you can always do that. But at the back of your mind, you are ditching yourself, and most importantly, you are ditching the game that has given you everything. So if you do it, there is God. So I'm sure you'll be punished, definitely in some way.
Finally, my last question to you is what is the plan ahead? Obviously, now that the auction is over, when are the players regrouping and when are you organizing the camps before the actual tournaments kickstarts?
First of all, we are yet to get the fixture of the tournament. Once we get that, we'll know the exact date. And at this point of time, all the players are busy in playing CAB club cricket. So once they are free, I'm sure we'll get them together. In between, of course, we'll get them together and have a chat and everything. But I'm sure they're all of them are mostly playing. So once the tournament is over and once we get the players free, we'll get them together and we'll get the camp going. And during the camp, we'll try to play some preparatory games as well to get our team ready before the tournament.
So that was defending champions of Bengal Pro T20 League, Adamas Howrah Warriors head coach Saurasish Lahiri for you, and he reckons that it will be a challenge being the defending champions. We hope that Adamas Howrah Warriors go on to defend the title. So that's it for now. Keep watching this space to get all the updates throughout our coverage of space, this coverage of sports. This is me, Debashis, signing out. Keep watching.